Hey folks, Tom Gentile. Welcome to another Tom's Trading Room and Tom'sOptionTools.com update. We hit Dow 20,000 earlier today, first time ever, and we actually hit the trifecta too because the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ have all gone higher. I'm going to take a look at the four corners of the markets, and I want to show you a high probability trading opportunity that we use in Tom's Option Tools all the time. We call it Darknet. I'll show you that in just a second here. So take a look here first. This is the S&P 500. And as you can see here, we haven't gotten any Darknet trades at all, but historic all-time highs. Look at the move on the far right as we broke above and stayed above and closed higher for the day. It seems like the Trump policies, whether you like them or not, they are definitely favorable to Wall Street and favorable to equities. And so we jumped out of that triangle. So I believe that we could probably see the 232 to 235 area next on the horizon there. All right. Are the rest of the markets confirming? Let's take a look at bonds. So now stocks are going up, bonds should be going down, and that's exactly what's happening. We talked about this recently, that we've been stuck in this 116 to around 123 range. And then we got to the top of that range last week. We're trading back down. I think we're going to go back down, and we're probably going to end up crushing that range and making new lows on the bonds, which means, guess what? Higher interest rates and a higher dollar. Speaking of dollars, take a look at this one. Darknet has been on the money looking at the euro dollar symbol FXE. Look at these buys and these sells. All right, here's a sell here just at the beginning of November. Here's a buy mid-November. Here's a sell beginning of December. Here's a buy near the end of December. And here was a sell just last week. This thing, I'll tell you, if I get a Darknet buy on FXE, I am doing a double take on it because it has performed so well on this particular currency. Speaking of this currency, it is moving higher, which is kind of interesting to me since our dollar is getting stronger. So it doesn't seem to have an effect on this currency. And therefore, I'm also going to say that this currency really isn't in play of whether our equity markets go higher or lower. All right. Finally, we'll take a look at commodities. I like looking at crude oil. I've been discussing the fact that crude oil is setting up for a move to the downside. I think it's going to be a short-term move, and I do think that we will move lower. However, when we get into February, there is a pattern that I love on oil that now is 10 out of the 11 last years. It has done this type of a move. I'm going to show you what that is in February when we get to it. Finally, all of these buys and sells, and you see the buy on oil and you see the sell on oil, are with a fantastic trading strategy that we use called Darknet, and it is a contrarian trading strategy. Let me show you what we're looking at on Darknet this week. XLV came all the way to the top, which we're expecting the healthcare sector, which has been under pressure, to jump and move higher. Everything else you can see on there, Apache, Stryker, Allen Technologies, Akami Technologies, different areas, different sectors in the markets. But the one I like the best is XLV because it has the least amount of percent to double in order for options, at-the-money options, to double in value. They're not going to take that much of a move. Plus, the slippage on XLV is so incredibly tight. All right, folks. Hey, more information, check us out at www.tomsoptiontools.com. That's where I get all my charts, my scans, and so much more, and you can take a test drive on it as well. I'll see you soon. Hope you enjoyed the update. Take care.